issues in my country with Lai Omotola.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever part of the world you're listening from. This is Issues in My Country with Lai Omotola. Today, as we approach 1st of August, tomorrow, the countdown begins. Less than 24 hours, a national protest will kickstart. Today, I want to give advice to our youth. I want to give advice to our young persons. The first advice and the first thing I would like to say is that indeed we're in very tough times. And there is hunger and there is hardship. But may I tell you, for us to get out of this hunger, in as much as government have a role to play, may I also tell you that we as entrepreneurs, as citizens of this country, must come together to understand that the way out of hunger is hard work. The way out of hunger is productivity, and the way out of hunger is for us to go back to work. You will ask me, yes, is hard work? Where are the jobs? Government alone can't create the jobs. We have a role to play in creating these jobs. Let me tell you that already you've created a global attention to this protest. That is a win for you. And it's now time for you to move on to the next stage. And what is the next stage? This attention that you have created, there is a need for consolidation. Should you go out to protest or should you not go out to protest? If it has become mandatory, as it is now, for you to go out to protest, please go out and protest in a very peaceful manner. Should this protest last 10 days? I don't think so. I think it should only last for one day. And when it's lasting for that one day, as we can see, government have decided to begin to make amends. And government have decided to begin to address those issues. We may not have trust in government because past governments have also betrayed our trust. But what do we need to do? We need to strategize. We need to continue the conversation. And then we also need to know where the cutoff point is. For example, what do I mean by the cutoff point? For example, if our demands are 10, and on day one, government is able to meet those 5 demands, are we ready to go back to our bases and wait for government to fulfill the others? Or do we still continue to protest? I think we need to retreat. We need to understand the time to retreat. And if we do not retreat and we continue to stay at the protest ground, if one kind of disagreement should break out, how do we handle it? If this protest is hijacked, how do we handle it? So we need to be very careful. We need to know when to retreat. We need to know what the minimum demand to be met is. And then we also need to know what we are doing while the protest is on. This is the advice I want to render to the youth. Do not allow people to use you and dump you. Every youth in his own lifetime will protest. We have done it in our own time. We're still doing it now. And protests will continue to come up. Even if this one fails, there will still be protests in the future. But let's maximize the time. Let's maximize this opportunity. And then let's get something concrete from it so that we can move ahead and this nation can forge ahead. This is my advice to the youth. And I also encourage all elites in this country to come out and also render a word of advice to our teeming youth that together, when we work together, we can make this nation great. Once again, this is Issues in My Country with Lai Omotola. Thank you for watching. Till I see you next time, next week. You're blessed. Thanks.